Hi everyone. In this video, we will show how to use BDM to create two pipelines and schedule it to run on Control M on a specified date. We will also cover how to create a dependency between those two pipelines. The first thing to do is to connect to the BDM UI. This is the main dashboard where you create and you visualize your pipelines. You have a search bar where you can search for your pipelines. Here you see the list of the pipelines that are in planning or in finished states. Create a new pipeline for us. I will name it Scheduling Job 1. The first thing that you need to add to your pipeline is a data source. For our demo, I'll be getting the data from an Oracle database table named HR employees, and I'll ingest to a Teradata database. Then I have a second job that will get the data from the Teradata database and write back to a second table in the Teradata database. Those databases that you see available here are connection profiles pre-created and pre-configured on BDM. Those connection profiles include JDBC URLs, users, passwords, all those entries. And it's pre-created and controlled on user basis and allows you to configure once and use several times the database entries. This part is the tagging function of BDM. So BDM has an integration with Apache Atlas. It's the tool that we use for data governance and to store all the lineage and all the details of the entities of those pipelines. In the UI, we allow you to create tags and classification associated with the pipelines, with the entities that you are ingesting. In this case, I will create a new tag named Demo Scheduling. Now I'll set this as a data source, saved as a data source here, so you have it available, Oracle database, HR employees, a database data source from the type Oracle with a single tag. I'll add security. So you have two ways of adding security, either here, here, or through here. I'll select masking here. I'll then do an MD5 of the first name. When you do a function like that, you have the option to specify a new column. If we specify a new column with a different name from first name, we automatically create a second column with the masked content. If we specify the same name, we will create the table, we will override the column on the same table. So that means that when you ingest it to the destination, it will have overwritten the first name. You won't have the original first name. So add that there. So here you can see, again, on the graph, data security masking MD5, first name, and a new column with the same name, which means I will be overrated. The last part of the pipeline is the saving. Where do you want to save the data destination? So select the Teradata database, which is our connection profile pre-configured. Go to output, and I will override one of our tables. Select demo employees, and I set the destination. Now you can see on the right that the pipeline has a data source, masking, and a destination. Now I will start the scheduling of it. So the scheduling option with Control N has several options that you can use to specify your scheduling. So the first option is every day. That basically says to Control M and to this job scheduling that it will run every day, either at the start of the day from the Control M point of view, or at a specific time. For our job, we will specify a more customized scheduling. So I want this job actually to run on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I want also this job to run only if it is the 13, 14, 15, and 22nd days of the month. And I want this job to run in September, October, January, and February. And I don't want this job to run at 17th. I actually want this job to run at 12 a.m. The last part of the scheduling is to add conditions. This is the part where we connect jobs between them. So what we'll be doing here is we'll be creating a condition on this job that will establish a link with the next job. So I will name our condition condition 1. And I'll specify that this will be attached to the order date. You see in the Control M UI after I do the scheduling how that looks and how that connects the job between those two jobs. So I added the condition. Now I will schedule the job. What we are doing right now is we are connecting to the Control M server using the Control M API job as code, and we are submitting the job to be scheduled on Control M. As soon as the job is scheduled as it is right now, I can create our second pipeline. The second pipeline I will name scheduling job 2. Again, I'll get a data source, and from the point of view, what I want to do is get the table that was just ingested on the first pipeline, demo employees, and use it to ingest on this new Teradata table. I want to add again another function, so I will use an SHA one now. Get an email for that. I want to create a new column, masked email. I want to select a tag named masked email to add to it. I'll add another stage here. And now I will add a destination where I will save to Teradata also. But now I overwrite the demo dtalk employees table. You could append to that table or you could create it. We also support delta loads where you can ingest just part of a table instead of the whole data or the whole file. I'll set the destination. Most importantly, now I will specify the scheduling Control M, which is the main goal of this video, which is showing how it is scheduling on Control M. So what I will be doing right now, I want to specify a time, but instead I'll say that it can run every day, but I'll add a condition to it. So those 3 options, as I said, specify what we can do. So this job will be waiting for events. So it will wait for condition 1. So this job won't run until condition 1 is established with the order date. If this is not established, this job will not run. I will show you again, like I mentioned, how it works on Control M. Then I will schedule that job. While this job is being scheduled, let me just change my screen sharing and share with you the Control M UI. Okay, so this is the Control M UI. One of the things that we create is we create jobs based on the pipeline number. I'll show to you here. This is the BDM folder, and those are the 2 jobs that we just created. As soon as I show you the job, I can go back and explain to you how those jobs connects. One important thing to note is on the next version that we have of the demo, it will show to you that the pipeline name, which we used scheduling job 1 and scheduling job 2, is actually the name that we give to the job in Control M. So in here, you would have, instead of BDM 54, it would be scheduling job 1 underscore 54. So scheduling job 1 is the name of the pipeline. 54 is the ID of the pipeline. And the same thing for BDM 55, it would be scheduling job 2 underscore 55. Let me open those jobs. Let's see how it connects each other. So you can see that, first of all, the jobs are connected. Now, if I click in here, I can show to you the scheduling. So like I selected there, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, and the 22nd, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, January, February, August, and September, run at midnight. And as we specified, I asked it to create a condition 1, which is here. Now, if I click on this job is set to run every day. And this job is set with a precondition, condition 1. If I click here on this link, you can see that condition 1 with order date is created between those two jobs. So even if I submit those jobs right now, the second pipeline, second job, BDM 55, won't run until the first job finished. Let me just show to you back how it looks in the BDM UI. So in the BDM UI, you can see both jobs scheduled in here. And if you click on it, you can see that the pipeline has a 54 log, 54 as a code. All the logs from BDM, from Control M are brought, we bring to this UI. So output job, standard job, scheduling, everything, we bring all the details here so you can select and see what is scheduling, where is the scheduling. When your job run, you can visualize from here. So in this video, we just covered how you schedule the pipelines on BDM directly on Control M, and how you use the dependencies between jobs to create multiple pipelines and connect multiple pipelines. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed BDM.